Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jared. I'm glad you're here. I'm a psychotherapist and I mainly work with people with functional neurological disorders and chronic pain. Now, I created a video recently about how you can follow the body and guide it so that you can find relief from anxiety. However, if you're still having a difficult time, then this video is for you. I think another component that you can take a look into is probably you might have this internal dialogue, this internal mood within yourself that you should have when you're trying to relax, when you're trying to reduce those feelings of anxiety. You might feel that you should not have a certain emotion. Now, it's quite common to feel that you should stay stoic or just follow the breath when you're doing this practice. However, I would highly advise you that you should not do that, because what you need to do actually is to understand that kindness and self-compassion goes a long way when it comes to finding relief from anxiety. I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. But first, you have to understand two things, okay? Number one, you probably grew up in an environment where self-compassion, self-love, self-care was not taught. You grew up in an environment where your primary caregivers never really valued themselves. They also had low self-esteem. They were also anxious. And because of that, you never saw that growing up. Because you never saw that growing up, your body was accustomed to not to feel those feelings of self-compassion, self-love, and self-esteem. If that is true for you, then I would advise that you see a therapist so that you can work on that self-compassion for yourself. And I think the second factor here is that your body just needs training on self-compassion. And I'm going to demonstrate to you how this is done. What we're going to do is we're going to have an internal dialogue within ourselves to help the body to calm down. Now, the difficulty here is that if it does not feel right in your body, if it feels too foreign to speak in this manner, the way that I'm going to teach you, then there can be a difficulty. Because at the end of the day, you have to be you. You cannot really pretend to be a self-compassionate person right away. It is a learned behavior. It is a learned skill. So what I would advise is that you try to be as self-compassionate as you can wherever you are at this time in your life. So no matter what has happened in the past, you can at least recognize that those things have occurred, that they have transpired, and that in this moment, we're going to take the time to just be ourselves, to not be someone else, and to hold a space of love and kindness. And in so doing, on top of the breathing exercise, the way I've taught you on following your body, that will enable you to feel reduced anxiety. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to at least give you an idea of what goes through my mind when I talk to myself, when I try to be self-compassionate. I'd like to encourage you to follow along. You can put the phone down and just listen. You can even close your eyes if you would like, so you can really feel how this might mean for you and how this can help you reduce those feelings of anxiety. Okay, here we go. So right now, I'm just noticing my breath, and I am attentive to my thoughts. I'm recognizing the presence of my thoughts. And I'm recognizing that my inhales are a bit more shallow, probably because I've been talking. And that's okay. I can slowly calm down, feel my entire body as a whole on each second of the exhalation. Right now, I'm thinking about the next thing that I'll be doing after this video recording. need to go to the airport. And I'm noticing my mood. Just at this moment, it's normal. I'm not feeling lethargic or tired. Just okay. And then I'm going to sit on this mood. And what that means is I'm going to lean into feeling okay. Just be a bit more familiar with that feeling. Now, knowing myself, I've been really looking forward to eating pies. So I am going to tell myself that I am looking forward to buying more pies. I know it sounds silly, but that is me. And I'm okay being me. I like that about myself. I don't care what others think. Pies make me happy. And just, I'm going to lean a bit more into that emotion of kindness, of having the space to just be that without judgment. And that brings me satisfaction and joy. Because I feel joy, that means, that tells me that there is meaning behind it. I'm recognizing that my lips are smiling, and I like that. All right. Oh, you can open your eyes now. That is a very short session to understand your own mood, to kind of get to know yourself a little bit more. Now you might be wondering, what about in instances in which I have intrusive thoughts, I have negative thoughts? So what we're going to do is we're going to have a meditation. I'm going to demonstrate to you what you can do when you have those intrusive thoughts, because they will happen. It happens to me too. And I will show you what you can do when they happen, so you can still practice to be self-compassionate, so that you can still be who you are and be happy wherever you are, whoever you are at this moment in your life. So let's take 5 minutes of this, just like before. Oops, too much. Here we go. Find a comfortable space. Close your eyes. Here we go. And when you find this comfortable space, right away, notice how your body is breathing. For this meditation, you're just going to breathe normally, however is normal for you. Just notice the rhythm of your breath, and then shift your attention from how it feels in your body to breathe to the thoughts and the contents of your mind. This gives you a baseline. This gives you an understanding where you are at this time. Now, we're not having any judgment on what thoughts you should and should not have. So if you happen to have intrusive thoughts, that's okay. What you're going to want to do during this meditation is that for every intrusive thought or negative thought that you have, just notice the presence of that thought in your mind. Your thoughts do not define you. Thoughts actually never ever define a person. They're just thoughts. What you do about the thoughts are what's going to ultimately define you. But thoughts are just thoughts. They're just there, coming and going, just like your breath. It comes and it goes. So notice the presence of these negative and intrusive thoughts. And then that's it. You don't even have to think deeper about these thoughts. Just notice their presence. And if you find yourself having a difficult time because of these intrusive thoughts, then gently shift your attention to how the body is moving. Shift your attention from what you have in your mind to something more tangible, just like your breath, as your chest expands and contracts. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to tell you some words and sentences. I'd like to invite you to seek within yourself what these words and sentences mean for you. You don't have to go into the rabbit hole of the deeper meanings behind these sentences. Just recognize how these sentences mean for you and notice if there is any specific reaction in your body when you hear these words. I love myself for being me because I know that I'm good enough. I've had experiences that have brought me to be here in this moment of my life. These experiences are in the past. I am here, nothing more, nothing less, and I'm just being with myself. I hold myself in tenderness, in kindness, because of my past. I like to extend this love and affection towards myself because I know I'm worth it. I feel that I am. I allow myself to be happy, to feel loved and cared for by myself. Alright, now slowly bring your attention to the room. Still keep your eyes closed though. Just follow the breath. Notice your body overall. And then whenever you feel like you're ready, you may go ahead and open your eyes. Understand where you are in the space that you're in. Hold yourself in loving kindness, with tenderness. And that's how you do it. It's how you apply self-compassion to your life, into your meditations, in helping you find relief from anxiety. I'll see you again.